Lakhs die of it. If we take the world statistics, one woman dies of cervical cancer every 8 minutes, and India holds the India has the highest burden of cervical cancer globally. It's a leading cause of death in Indian women, one of the most common leading causes of the death in Indian women. And can we prevent cervical cancer? How is it caused? How can we prevent? And what can we do as doctors? Future of like 95 to 96% of cervical cancers are caused by HPV virus, and it has 100 different types of which constitute 16, 18, 31, 33, and the low risk was genital warts and benign lesions, but not the cancer. The high risk ones cause cancer, and I think all of you are oral health physicians. You know HPV 16 also causes oropharyngeal cancer.
I request everyone to give a very loud round of applause. We welcome you, ma'am, on behalf of the Bar Institute.
Madam.
It gives me immense pleasure to welcome the man of exemplary leadership and a clear foresight under whom the
teaching, non-teaching faculty as lay students. It's a really a happy moment that we are taking up this very good innovative idea, and of course serving the social cause and doing this HPV vaccination free. It is very expensive. Just now Madam has explained how much it is costing and all. And on this occasion I thank Dr. Revati for giving us the vaccinations. And of course, naturally, first is chief guest, very important. And congratulations on this occasion, Sanjay Garu, profession. And he is, of course, a good friend of us and well-wisher of our institution, Siva. And Madam helped a lot when we were having some problems with the 100-bed hospital attachment, and she has helped immediately within no time, so that we don't have any issues with the government and dental council. And thank you, Madam, on this occasion. Anyhow, I need not words won't be sufficient, I know that. And with the immediate prompt response. And now actually we are very happy and proud that you as our fraternity have become one of the very important posts you have got it. And of course, I should thank on this occasion on behalf of our institution, CM Chandrababu Garu and his old, Lokesh Garu, whoever it is, okay? But who has put a faith in you and given you the responsible post is very good, because being educated and a doctor holding this post is really very prestigious. And definitely we hope that you will be doing a great service for all the women around, and being the chairperson of the commission. And definitely on our behalf, we promise that any help from our side, from the institution side, we are always ready to help, give our helping hand for anybody. And already I think I told you, because we have some technical courses and all, we can always help them out, no problem. We are always forward. And we can always establish some free dental clinics. If you insist, if you ask us, we don't mind. We are doing the free dental services already. We do a lot of cases here. Almost most of the treatments are free or very nominal cost what we are doing, being a teaching institution. And I'm proud to say last year we have got NAC A++ second edition, madam, and none of the dental institutions in India have A++ is there. Alone standing, I mean to say alone standing dental institution, none of the institutions in 320 dental colleges are there, none of them have this recognition. And for that, of course, I had to thank all our faculty and students, everybody, parents, and of course all the management, everybody, to achieve this remark. And so once again, I thank Dr. Sailya Garu for sparing her valuable time. I know she just taken charge 10-11 days back, and already she is putting her mark in the commission. Hope definitely you will have more and more better positions in future, and your political career will have great going in future. Thank you, madam. Thank you very much. And congratulate the Department of Thank you.
And give a standing ovation in honor of this remarkable achievement from the family from Andhra Pradesh, known for their contribution. She completed her BDS and MDS in the specialty of oral and maxillofacial surgery from Sri Ramachandra Medical University. As a passionate social activist, voicing out the marginalized. As the chairperson of Mahila Commission, ma'am has pledged to address the backlog of pending cases, ensuring that cybercrimes among women, underscoring her commitment to leave an unturned pursuit in the law of justice and dignity towards women. Facilitate online complaint and filing and tracking, making the commission more accessible to the women of Andhra Pradesh. No other person.
Krishna Prasad Garu to always be on the forefront for community service, not just in his field, but other fields, in whatever to extent he can do his, outreach people and do what is good for them. Because I think the day I've taken charge, 1 or 2 days after that, he called me and said, because we'll be seeing a lot of women, especially, they may be young, or they may be married, they may be divorced, or they may be victims of rape or anything, they don't have a homes to go to. So they're all live in shelters, which are provided by the government or some NGOs who run the shelters. So they need some support, some moral support where, they can stand on their own feet and, live their own lives without expecting anything from anybody. So he said, we are ready to come forward, to give a helping hand, we can take them up for any technician courses if they're interested. So that gives them a livelihood. From being a victim, they can be, they can hold jobs and support their family, or, even they can support other victims too. Because I've recently visited an NGO. They sell them so that they stand on their own, and in turn they support the home in which they're staying. So that's a noble cause, వాళ్ళు ఎంత సంపాదిస్తున్నారో దాంట్లో అట్లీస్ట్ కొంత అమౌంట్ అన్నా వాళ్ళకి ఇచ్చి, సో దట్ వాళ్ళు ఇంకో 10 మందికి హెల్ప్ చేయాలనే ఉద్దేశంతో ఉంటారు. సో సార్ కేమ్ ఫార్వర్డ్ విత్ దట్ ఐడియా దట్ దిస్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ విల్ హెల్ప్ దెమ్ ఇన్ వాట్ ఎవర్ దే కెన్. సో డెఫినెట్లీ విల్ టేక్ దట్ అప్, బికాస్ సిన్స్ ఇట్స్ జస్ట్ బీన్ అ వీక్. సో definitely that will be one beacon of hope for whoever the victims are. So, and right to health, I think it's one of the rights of every human being on this planet, and especially when it comes to women. Cervical cancer, I can say I'm not vaccinated. Unfortunately. So I was just asking, Revati Garu, so does it in above 45, can you get vaccinated? So you should tell us. I don't think it works. So, because even being doctors, manaki telusu, but we just take it for granted. I'll change coach lay and say one. We just leave and then time just passes away. Even for my daughter, I don't think at 9 I didn't get her. Maybe 2-3 years down the line. Evaro cheptunte change. So that's the kind of things we take for granted. Endukante lack of awareness is one thing. We keep hearing about breast cancers or other type of skin cancers because they're more obvious on the face. So with chinna machana at least ventane we'll go and have it checked up. But cervical cancer, fortunately, I don't think there are any symptoms. We just take it as any regular symptoms. Okay, some pain or itching, okay, it's just a common thing. 2 days like But as Navina Garu said, this is second most common cause in ladies after breast cancer. And at the same time, the mortality rate is also that much. And in the world, it ranks among 4th, having a high incidence of mortality. But fortunately, this is also one of the most treatable cancers. Because Meta cancers, I don't think they have any vaccination, but only cervical cancer ki vaccination anedi undi. So if we utilize that opportunity, so manam change time akunda an cheppinattu inko 10 mandiతో చేపిస్తే at least a burden on the state health budget or at a national level. National level lo what they're trying to do non-communicable diseases prevention lo they're trying to do screening, get them vaccinated, but there's a certain extent to which we can do because our population is huge and unfortunately we may not be able to cover both the rural and urban areas. So institutes like this, as a part of their responsibility, maybe community service responsibility, mundukochi, at least let's start within our campus first and then take it outside. So, a big round of applause to the team of Dr. Revati, who got this up, that we should do it anedi. So let's make it a campaign, awareness campaign also, and till what we can do, not to stretch our burdens, but to a limit, at least in these areas. If we can do it, it will be, helpful to everyone. So can I just ask how many of you are vaccinated here? Because our health is important to take care of our families and, the future generation. So as you said, let's take a pledge to get vaccinated first and then vaccinate our families, friends and cousins. Okay? Thank you.
Madam, 1 second, madam. Madam.
Kindly applaud.
Madam, 1 second, madam. Madam.
Thank you, ma'am, for honoring. In inviting Dr. Padma Garu onto the dais, a renowned gynecologist, a person of humble and kind demeanor, who is always a step ahead in serving the community.
Madam.
Ma'am, we are honored to have you here, ma'am.
1 second, madam.
I request everyone to give a round of applause to our guest speaker.
Madam.
Thank you, ma'am, for being amidst us. Now, with great respect and heartfelt gratitude, I would like to invite Dr. Mahati Garu onto the dais. Support that we need in terms of medical and social work. Ma'am, we are pleased to have you amidst us today.
Madam, 1 second. Okay, madam.
Next, I'm delighted to introduce the Department of Orthodontics organizers. Thank you very much, ma'am, for mentoring us.
Madam, 1 second. 1 second.
Nextly, it's my pleasure to invite Dr. a person of discerning intellect as well as a humble demeanor, inspiring both students and colleagues alike. We are pleased to have you here, ma'am.
Madam, 1 second.
Last but not the least, I wish to introduce a multifaceted and also a wonderful mentor for us. And ma'am has carried all these roles with grace and humility in initiating every social work at the forefront of this institute. Ma'am, we are pleased to have you as our mentor and a driving force behind every occasion. So here's a small felicitation, a well-deserved felicitation to our very own Dr. TV Guntur, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Without further
సరే వస్తాను చెప్పా ముందు మీరు చెప్ప సర్వైకల్ క్యాన్సర్ అనేది ఆడవాళ్ళలో ఎక్కువగా ఉంటుంది. పర్టికులర్గా భారతదేశంలో అంటే అది బ్రెస్ట్ క్యాన్సర్ తర్వాత 2వ స్థానంలో ఉంటుంది. కాకపోతే బ్రెస్ట్ క్యాన్సర్ అంత అవగాహన ఉన్న వాళ్ళకి సర్వైకల్ క్యాన్సర్ అంత అవగాహన ఉండదు. ఎందుకంటే దాని ముందు ఇలా సిమ్టమ్స్ కానీ అలా ఏమి ఉండవు. సో చాలామంది నెగ్లెక్ట్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు. దానివల్ల ఏంటంటే చావులు కూడా ఎక్కువ నంబర్ ఉంటున్నాయి. సో అది ఈ ఒక్క క్యాన్సర్ మాత్రం వ్యాక్సినేషన్ ద్వారా రాకుండా చేయగలం. కానీ ఆ అవగాహన అనేది జనాల్లో లేదు. సో దాన్ని జనంలో తీసుకురావటానికి అట్లీస్ట్ సిబార్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ ఆఫ్ డెంటల్ సైన్సెస్ కృష్ణప్రసాద్ గారు అలాగే రేవతి గారు ఒక డ్రైవ్ తీసుకొచ్చి ఇక్కడున్న స్టూడెంట్స్కి ముందు ఇక్కడ నాన్ టీచింగ్ స్టాఫ్ కానీ వాళ్ళకి ముందు వ్యాక్సినేషన్ చేయించి అలాగే కమ్యూనిటీలో కూడా మిగతా వాళ్ళకు కూడా అంటే ఒక సోషల్ రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీగా తీసుకొని చేస్తున్నారు. ఎందుకంటే గవర్నమెంట్ ఎంత చేసినా కూడా కొంచెం ప్రైవేట్ సెక్టర్ వాళ్ళు కూడా ఇన్వాల్వ్ అయ్యి కొంచెం వాళ్ళకు కూడా హెల్ప్ చేస్తుంటే దాదాపు అందరినీ కవర్ చేసుకుంటూ ఈ క్యాన్సర్ అనేది ఆడవాళ్ళలో రాకుండా దానివల్ల మరణాలు చెందకుండా చేయొచ్చు. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
ఇవాళ సిబార్ డెంటల్ కాలేజీలో సిల్వర్ జూబ్లీ అకేషన్ సందర్భంగా హెచ్పివి వ్యాక్సిన్ డ్రైవ్ అండ్ వ్యాక్సిన్ ఇవ్వడం జరుగుతుంది. ఎక్కువ మా దగ్గర ఉన్న స్టాఫ్ నాన్ టీచింగ్ స్టాఫ్ ఎస్పెషల్లీ పూర్ ఉంటారు, పూర్ కమ్యూనిటీస్ నుంచి. సో వాళ్ళ కోసం ఉచితంగా, ఎందుకంటే ఇది 10,000 అలా అవుతుంది, ఇది అది ఫ్రీగా చేయడం కోసం ఒక 100 వ్యాక్సిన్స్ ఇవాళ చేపిస్తున్నాం మా వాళ్ళకి. కొంతమంది ఈవెన్ పోస్ట్ గ్రాడ్యుయేట్ స్టూడెంట్స్ కూడా వచ్చారు, వాళ్ళకి కూడా చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్కి ముఖ్య అతిథిగా మా మహిళా చైర్పర్సన్ శ్రీ రాయపాటి శైలజ గారు వచ్చారు. వచ్చేసి దీన్ని ఈ వ్యాక్సినేషన్ డ్రైవ్ని ప్రారంభించారు. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
అవేర్నెస్ గురించి ఈరోజు సిబార్ వాళ్ళు టాక్ పెట్టారు, దాని గురించి మాట్లాడటానికి వచ్చాము. అండ్ దే ఆర్ టేకింగ్ ఎ గ్రేట్ ఇనిషియేటివ్. 100 మందికి ఫ్రీగా వ్యాక్సినేట్ చేయాలని కూడా ఈ రోజు నుంచి స్టార్ట్ చేసుకున్నారు వాళ్ళు. యూజువల్గా ఏంటంటే ప్రజల్లో సర్వైకల్ క్యాన్సర్ వ్యాక్సిన్ గురించి అంటే గర్భాశయం యొక్క ముఖద్వారంకి వచ్చే క్యాన్సర్ గురించి అవగాహన ఎక్కువ లేదు. అది వ్యాక్సిన్ వల్ల దాన్ని నివారించవచ్చు అని ఈరోజు చెప్పడం జరిగింది. అండ్ 9 నుంచి 14 ఏళ్లలోపు పిల్లలకి వ్యాక్సినేట్ చేస్తే ఫుల్ కవరేజ్ ఉంటుంది. అబ్బాయిలు అమ్మాయిలు ఇద్దరికీ వ్యాక్సిన్ చేయొచ్చు.